I'm Steve Kovac, the educator for HealthMark Industries. And what I'm going to review with you today is how to use our Endocheck product line for checking the cleanliness of flexible scopes for various organic soil. And again, you will be doing this in your area with the appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves, masks, gowns. This is just a demonstration in the lab to show you the technique that you will be using. What you will need is you'll need an Endocheck, which comes in a bag with various colors on it for the swab diameter. And why is that important? Depending on the scope, and in this company, they will put where the biopsy port is, an actual color. You will match that up to the diameter. This one actually is orange, so we'll use the orange size swab when we go through. You'll need a source of sterile water. You'll need a scissor and a little holder to put your vial in. And what you'll be doing is you'll actually be swabbing the internal channel of the scope. At least you'll be testing at least the biopsy channel, and then you will be putting it in the holder and looking for a result. So what you will be doing is, after you have done all your cleaning, before you put it into your AER. So it's basically after all your manually cleaning, you're ready to put the scope into your AER and run it through the high-level disinfection process. What you want to make sure is that there is no residual organic soil left. And we have two different types of Endocheck products. One is for hemoglobin and one is for protein. But to test them is both the same way. So what you'll need to do is to find the appropriate size diameter swab. You'll open the package up. And again, you'll be doing this with the appropriate gloves and protection. And what we're going to demonstrate on this video is using and testing for hemoglobin. And for that, you'll need two vials, a green and a clear top. You can put them in the little holder that's provided, like this. And then you have your swab that's in here. And what you have to remember is you want to make sure you don't have the swab touch anything else, the counter or whatever. So when using the hemoglobin, you will have your green and your clear, and you'll pour the clear in there. So that's ready to go. You'll have your sterile water. And the reason for sterile water is that you're testing for cleanliness, and you do not want to introduce something other into the scope, and to make sure that what you're really testing is inside the internal channel. You'll put a little drop on the swab. And if you notice here, this is it's very long. That's so depending on the type of scope you have, you'll be able to test it. You'll put it through the biopsy and gently push it through. If you feel a lot of resistance, just try a little harder to push it through. If not, pull it back and check with someone. There might be an obstruction. So now you will look as it comes through and keep pushing it through, and you'll see that it's come through. What you want to do then is you will get your scissors, and you want to make sure the swab has come out of the distal end, that you don't cut the distal part. So you'll get your swab. You can push it in right here, and you can put it right over and you'll cut it. Put the cap on, shake it, and now what's very important is continue to pull this out. Don't push it back, pull it out all the way through, and you'll dispose of this in the appropriate receptacle. We recommend that you put it inside your biohazard because it has gone through something, even though you're testing for cleaning. You can put it back into the bag if you want to keep it nice and together. You shake, and you will look for the hemoglobin after 30 seconds. It will turn a bluish green if there is any hemoglobin, or it'll stay clear or yellow if it is negative. So if it's negative, then you can put it into your AER and continue down. If it is positive, you will re-clean, then retest. And now this was for hemoglobin. Again, we also have a test that you can use for protein. The swabbing is done the same way. It's just using one vial, cutting the swab, putting it in there, shaking it, and looking for a color change. So again, it's the same technique with the swab, going in, cutting the tip, putting it in the vial, waiting the appropriate amount of time for the test. Thank you.